One more time. My name is Anastasia. I'll be your teacher of digital fashion. Tell me, please, first question. Do you all have Adobe Photoshop?
Yes, I have.
Yes, already.
Okay, that's cool. And how many of you had an experience of using Adobe Photoshop? Hello, nice to see your beautiful faces.
Me.
You used it before, right?
Yeah. I have used it before.
And how like what you did there?
I usually use Photoshop for editing photo.
For photos.
Yeah. Kind of poster
Ah,
or photo manipulation, but only know the basic only.
guys, if somebody has a video at the background, please turn it off. Yeah. Okay. Okay, so maybe for you, Nadia, right? For you, maybe today we won't have much really new information. One second. One second. One second. Yeah. New person joined us. Yeah, so hello. Yeah, so maybe for you you won't get a lot of new information today, but at the end we'll have a very interesting task for you all. And maybe instead of making just one homework, you can make two if you wish. Yeah, so okay, let's start. Okay. So this is Adobe Photoshop, and what is this program for? It's mainly for editing pictures, editing photographs, for design also, and for working in different ways with pictures. And for design, it's very, very, very useful. So we'll start with opening file, and this is our workspace, and on the left side you can see the toolbar, and on the right side you can also see toolbar, but they are a bit different. At the bottom there are layers. We'll cover all these things today. When we start on a new project, first of all, we have to create a new file, a new workspace. How we can do that? We'll do that with File, New, and here we have the things which we have to adjust before creating our new file. So straight here we can change a name. We can change it to, I don't know, fashion, like that. And then we have to choose document type. Here I normally choose international paper, but there are also a lot of different types of document types. And when you will be checking this program yourself, you can just click and see what it shows. I will choose international paper for now, and in the size you can pick like A4, A6, A5, A3, or other formats, which you can normally find in a shop. Like, it's easy to print these formats. I will pick A4, but you can also always make your custom paper and change here the numbers. I'll also pick, instead of millimeters, I will pick centimeters. It's more suitable for me. And I'll pay your attention to the resolution. Here it's automatically 300, and it's supposed to be like that. So, but if you're working in any other computer and pay attention to resolution, it's supposed to be good, 300, especially if you're going to print your picture. Next thing, also very important one, is a color mode. There are 5 different color modes here, and the most useful ones are RGB and SMIC. There is a difference between these 2 modes. If you're going to, if the project which you're making, you're going to use only in your computer, then you better to use RGB mode. Colors will be more bright, more intensive. And SMIC color mode is suitable when you're going to print your picture in the future. The colors will be more dull, but on the screen you will see the exact color which is going to be printed. So, because if you'll use RGB and you'll keep it in RGB and you'll print it in RGB, probably you won't get the same color tone as you wanted. So if you're using SMIC, you have higher chance to get the right color which you need. Right now I'll pick RGB because I'm going to work just on the computer. Then we click OK. So here we have our workspace. It's just like a white piece of paper. So a bit about our workspace. Again, on the left side we have tool panel. Here we have most of our tools which we can use while working with picture. And on the left and the right side we have, like for now, here I have color palette, adjustments, and also layers. The good part of the Photoshop is that all this workspace is adjustable, and you can actually close or open some windows which you will need, and you can also move them on your screen. For example, in this there is a layer panel here, and you can see here there is a dark gray horizontal line. Imagine that this is like your browser. And all these parts, this one, this one, this one, it's like links in your browser. So you can close them, you can open them, and you can move them between each other. So to open it, let me show you the example of adjusting the workspace. For example, this is the layer panel, and I want it to be, for example, here. So I click on the name of this panel. I click, I hold, and I drag it in the middle, and I release it. And then your layer panel will be somewhere on the screen, and you can move it. And in the same way, you can do with all other panels, like this color panel, instrument panel, everything. To move it, to put it back on the place where it was, you need to click on the same place where you took it, click, and move it on the left side until you will see the blue line. Then you can release. And then your panel will be right on the place. The same thing is with other panels. We just put them right here until you saw the blue frame, and then you release. And what if, for example, you suddenly closed your panel? There is a little cross here. I'll just close it for now. And I need a layer panel. What can I do? There is a sign, it's called window. You click on it, and then you go down, and here is basically all windows which are opened right now. They're marked with this sign, with this like triangle. So, and here I'm searching for layers. Here they are, somewhere in the middle. I click on them, and here I have my layers. And in the same way, it works with all other windows, even with the instrument panel. I click on this dark gray part, I hold it, and then I move it to the same place where they were before. And then I release it. This is my layer panel. Another very important tool, which will be suitable for you, is the rulers. Rulers, they are already here. You see them, these numbers. They are very useful when you're working with some kind of layouts, or you need to mark one place with this rule. You can just move it. Here, this one is horizontal, this one will be vertical. To remove it, you just need to hold it and then move it up. Yeah, and right now this ruler is in centimeters, and if you want to change it to another metric system, you need to click here with the right key of your mouse and here to change to wherever you want. Okay, this is another very important thing. In Photoshop, we use a lot of hotkeys. Hotkeys is key combinations which we use to make some steps faster instead of searching them here in this menu or searching for some tools. For example, right now, to find this ruler, I need to click Ctrl R. Ctrl R, and they will be removed. And Ctrl R, I got them back. All these hotkeys combination, I will write them down in our chat. So, or you can write them down somewhere to remember that, or you can copy paste them in some document in your computer. Yeah, so this is the layer panel. Okay, next step. We opened our file and then we want to work with some picture. To open a picture, we go to File, Open, and okay. 1 second. Yeah, and we choose like any folder we want to find a picture in. I'll pick this picture. Yeah. And this is how we open a picture, and right now it's opened in another window. To move this picture back to our working space, we need to click on the name of our picture, click with the left key of our mouse, click, hold, and drag it down. And our picture will appear in another window next to our main working space. In the same way, we move picture from here to the working space. We click anywhere on the picture, we click, we hold, and then we move picture until we will see that the cursor is white with little plus there. Then we can release. Again, we click on our picture, click, hold, drag, and then release. Then we can close our main picture, and I will delete this one. Now we can see that the picture is nice, but we need to make this picture bigger. For that, we can go with Edit, Transform, Scale. Or for the same thing, we have hotkey combination, Ctrl-T. Yeah, this one is to scale, Ctrl-T. And by dragging you see that now around our picture there is a blue frame with squares, and there are different types of arrows here. This one, the straight arrow, diagonal, horizontal, or vertical one, is to scale picture. There is also another type of arrow, it's a round one, and the round one is to rotate the picture. To scale the picture, we need to click on any of these squares, click, hold, and drag it up, for example. And that's how picture will be scaled. Then we click enter. And now our picture is bigger. Yeah, let me also show you how to rotate it. I again click Ctrl T, and now there is this arrow. And I also click, I hold, and I start to drag it here. You can see that next to our arrow appeared the degree on which we're turning the picture. Here it is random for now, but if we want to turn our picture on the exact angle which we want, or for example, we want to make it fully horizontal, or we want to turn it like a bit like 45 degrees, let's say so. There is a very nice combination. You have to click this arrow, the round arrow, and while you are turning the picture, you need to hold and press the Shift key on your keyboard. So we click on our mouse, we click, we hold the Shift key, and we start to turn. And now our picture is turning every 15 degrees, 60, 75, and 90 degrees. So it is a very useful tool when you need to make it like on exact degree. Yeah, this one. Then next step, and the very important thing of learning about Photoshop is layers. Layers are super important in Photoshop, and I think that while working with it, you will find that out. For now, you can find the layer panel on our right side at the bottom. There is a layer panel here. And for now, we just have background layer and layer 1. This is our picture. And here at the bottom, there are several icons, and there is a little one. It's like a square, and there is a plus inside the square. This one is to create a new layer. It will be an empty layer, and we can do on this layer everything what we want. We can draw, we can copy and paste new pictures, whatever. But for now, we want to open new, let's say 2 pictures. We'll go again, File, Open. Then we'll just pick these 2 pictures with kitten and a flower. Here you can see they again opened in new windows. What we're going to do, the same as the previous one. We go back to the original picture. We click, we hold it, and we drag it down. And the same here, we click, hold, and drag it on our file. We can close it. And then the same thing with this one. We click, we hold, we drag it, and then we move it on our slide. Yeah, and for now, you can see that these 2 pictures, they cover our first picture. It's because the first picture was first, and now it's under these 2 pictures. You will see that the last picture which we moved on our screen, on our workspace, was this flower. So it means that this flower also will cover the kitten. If you don't really understand how this layer works, imagine in your head a pie or a cake, and all these layers, it's like every layer of the cake. So this girl at with the head, it's like she's at the bottom layer, and then like kitten, and then flower. And on this layer panel, we can change the order of the layers. For example, we can put this layer, let's say we want to put this girl with the head on the top of these 2 layers. So what we have to do, we have to go back to the layer panel, click on the layer 1, hold and drag it up until here you see the blue line. It shows where the layers are going to be moved to, and I need this, like the top line, and then I release, and then this picture is on the top of all our layers. Working with layers is really, really very important because, for example, if I'm going to draw on this picture, let me just pick a brush tool. I picked a brush tool, it's here. I'll explain you also how it works later, everything. And I start to draw right here. The changes which I had made, they will be made right on this picture. And to remove that, I will have to go Ctrl Z. That's also another hotkey combination. I will write it down later to remove it. But if this blue line could be made on a new layer, I wouldn't have to undo some steps. I'll have to just click to delete this layer, and that's it. And it makes our life much easier, especially if you're working like on your, let's say, diploma project, and you're making a lot of steps. And it's also very important to, like, if you're going to make a new changes in your work or add something new, it's also better to make it on a new layer, just for your safety and for saving your nerves. Trust me, it is very, very important. So I will undo it. It's Ctrl Z. Yeah, and let me show you how it works with a new layer. Here I'm going to this square with the plus. I'm creating a new layer. It's empty right now, layer number 4. Again, I'm taking the brush and I'm drawing this line. Then I go back to the move tool. But to get back to the move tool, I need to click V on our keyboard. Yeah, and you see now this line is on a new layer, and it means that I can move it wherever I want on our project. And easily I can delete it. How I can delete it? Or I can click on the keyboard, delete, or I can go to the layer panel, and there is a bin here at the bottom. So I'm just clicking at the bin. Delete the layer. Yes, delete the layer. Now just delete it. Another thing about layers, here on the side, let me put these pictures like that. On the side, on the left side of the layer panel, there are little eyes, and these eyes mean that you can see this picture. If I think that I want to work with these two pictures, but this one, layer number 1, covers a lot of them, I can click on this eye and it will make this picture disappear. But it doesn't mean that this picture is deleted, it's just making it invisible. If I'm clicking again on this eye, it will show up again. And there is another thing about the layers. On the top, you can see like it's written lock and feel. And here there are several icons. I will pay attention to this one. It's called the lock. And if I will click, for example, I selected layer 2, is this one. If I will click on the lock, it means that this layer will be locked and I won't be able to pick it, to select it. Sometimes it can happen that you open the picture and you cannot move it. It doesn't work, you don't know what to do, what's happening. Probably it can be because you have a lock on your picture, and what you can do to remove it, you just go back to the layer panel, you choose the lock, and you just click on it one time, and now you can again move your picture. This action is very suitable when you have a lot of layers. For example, you have a lot of thin lines on your project and you need to select the particular one line. You can, sorry, you can block all other lines, for example, and pick the right one. So, by the way, tell me, guys, like, am I going too fast? Am I going too slow? Like, do you understand everything? Give me a sign. How is everything going?
Yes.
Yes, we
understand.
can catch up.
Yes.
Okay, that's
So far,
good.
so good.
That's very good. Yeah, that's very nice to hear that. So today we're going to, this is like the overview of the Photoshop, of like the main features of it. But today we're also going to work with the selection tools, like just the 2-1. It will be enough for today. For now, I'm going to send you pictures. You can use them in your work today, and especially the ones who never really used Photoshop. Like, tell me please again. Like, I know that who? Nadia, I know that you used Photoshop before, right? What about other people who have used Photoshop? I just want to know, should I move on, or you better to practice to open everything, to close everything? Give me a sign. Okay, show me or raise your hands like who already used the Photoshop. I want to see how many of you used. Nadia used. Who else used Photoshop before?
No,
I've used Photoshop before.
You used. Okay. Okay, it's 3 of you.
I've used,
Okay.
but I forgot already.
Oh, okay. Okay. So I don't think that you are going to have a lot of problems with opening and closing the pictures. Let me just 1 second. I'm going to send you a link for the cloud folder, where you can download pictures, which you can use in today's task. But of course, you can also put your own pictures. It's okay. It's completely fine. It is this one. Okay, this is the link. Yeah. Here I collected like pretty many pictures for you to work with them. And I want you all to download them right now. Because that's what we'll need today. Please, like, do it. And let me show you what will be our task for today. As I mentioned, today we had like already a little overview about Photoshop, how to open pictures, how to make a new file, how to like add ruler, how to adjust your workspace. We talked a bit about layers, scaled, rotated our pictures, and also we're going to work with the selection tools. And selection tools are pretty useful tools because In the fashion design, we use a lot of collages. Collages are everywhere, like in layouts, in like just mood boards, color boards, even like creating sketches, like all this type of creations, like they need, especially if you're working in Photoshop, you need to know how to use the selection tools. And for now, okay, we started. Okay, we have around 10 minutes, and then we'll have like 5-minute break for you to rest a bit. I want to show you. I want to show you examples of some collages. Examples of some collages. There is one very interesting artist. Her name is Joan Goodman, and she creates very, very interesting collages. Let me show you. For example, this is For example, this is one of her works. I'm interested, have you seen before something like that? The point of her works is that she doesn't care much about the proportion of the figure. You can see that her head is small, her hands are very big compared to her head. Her feet are also like even smaller than her head. And I'm pretty sure that all these works she made in the Photoshop or any other photo editor. Yeah. So this is one of her works. Also this one. You can see like how bold and in a unique, very unique way, she uses like different pictures and creates different shapes of the garments. I find them very, very interesting and very unique. So this one. And what's cool about all these collages is that you can actually see the outfit there. For example, you can really imagine this dress, like this glittery dress with like huge wide sleeves with the high collar, like very impressive one. And you can see how small her feet, but it doesn't make the collage bad. It makes it just better. So, and a lot of times she tries to put some idea in her works. Yeah, and you can see like how it's like she also can use like the faces of the Greek sculptures in her works. I find it really amazing. I think I will send you some of her works to see and to get inspiration from them. I personally find this one really impressive and very up to date, let's say so. Yeah, I think it's super creative. This one and this one. So this is her works. And today we're going to make a collage, let's say in the style of John Goodman. So I sent you a lot of pictures, and I want you to use these pictures in the way to make an outfit, like including face, hands, legs, everything, and of course the background for your work. And let me show you some other collages. Wait. Okay, this one, these ones I made myself. Maybe like this was when I just found these artworks of John Goodman. And as you can see, like sometimes you can even find an inspiration in the bird. Here you can see that there is a bird, and if you rotate it especially, you'll see that this is the head of the bird. And I found that it can be transformed in some kind of dress. And this is the flower, it's like the back of the skirt. So like in this task, you can be really, like there is no borders for your art, and you can create basically anything. Like you can even use like the heads of the animals, of the birds for creating your outfit, change the style of the shoes, change the color, anything, really, really anything. This one with the cat. And this one we're going to repeat today after our break. I've tried to create it really in a style of John Goodman, because this one, it was like the picture of the fabric, and I really liked it because here you can actually see the top. It looks like an overall, like silver overall, like the top, and here is probably her waist of that girl, and here there are pants, and here the shoes, which I took from another picture. So I think that this one is really a good picture. So I want you to create something like that, but in your unique way, let's say so. Yeah. Or also another one. It like all these examples I'm giving you for inspiration, because right now we're going to create these collages together, and then I want you to create this collage yourself. There is also a very nice one. One of my students created it before. Wait. 1 second. Uh-huh. So this artwork, I found really impressive one, because here you can see that the person thought about the ecological problems, and she tried to put this problem in her artwork. That's what you can also do. Like if you, for example, you have some idea which bothers you right now, or you're really inspired with, you can also try to put this idea in your work. And to my mind, that's what can make your work even better. That's what I really like. And this one, these two artworks, I really like them, because in this one you can see the mood of this artwork. It's like a bit, I don't know, I feel like it's a bit depressive, like also like person want to tell you something with this picture, and that's also very unique way. And this picture always catches my attention, and I want to look at it and think about it. So it would be great if your artworks could contain something in the same way. So right now, okay, I think we can start. I can start to explain you the selection tools, and later, after the break, we will start to create the artwork together. So how we'll do it? We go File, Open, and we'll open one picture. I want to find a picture with a good contrast. The good contrast. Oh, let me take this one. Okay, I'll take this picture, and now we'll again move it to our workspace. We click, we hold, we drag, and here we have our picture. We also need to scale it, Ctrl-T to scale. Again, also one very important thing, here in this Photoshop, when I'm scaling picture, it's automatically makes it proportional. So I don't need to think much about the proportion. But sometimes I think in older versions of Photoshop, because this one, as far as I remember, is Photoshop of this year. In older versions of Photoshop, when you're scaling your pictures in this way, it doesn't make your picture proportional. So like it starts to get higher, or wider, and it doesn't look good. For that, it goes in this way. This is in older versions of Photoshop. So, just habit. So if you want to save the proportion of your picture, while you dragging this square, you have to hold the Shift key. If you hold the Shift key, you will save the proportions.
Excuse me, we cannot see the screen.
Oh my God! Oh my God! I'm sorry.
It's okay.
Thank you for telling me that, because yeah, sorry. I'll tell you again. Yeah. Pardon me. So yeah. Now I'm good. Yeah, I'm good. Yeah. So again, forgot everything. So in older versions of Photoshop, when you're scaling your picture, it doesn't make it proportional. This Photoshop of 2020, as far as I remember, so now it makes everything proportional. But in older Photoshop, it could make your picture like that if you're scaling. We don't want that. Most of the time, we want to save our proportions. And to save your proportions, you have to, while you are holding and dragging this little square, you have to hold the Shift key. Okay. I wrote it down in the chat. Guys, especially the ones who never used Photoshop before, I advise you to write down the hotkeys. It will be very useful for you in the future use of Photoshop. It will save your time, save your nerves while searching for the tools. So pay attention to that. Let's make it a bit bigger. So, and now let's go to our selection tools. I will tell you that there are 3 main tools for the selection, and they all have different ways of how you can use them. This one, the square one, it's Marquee Tool. If you will just click on the image in your instrument bar, you can straight get this tool. But if you will click on it with your right key of your mouse, you can change it to rectangular Marquee Tool, elliptical Marquee Tool, or 2 other tools. So there will be like under menu if you will click with the right key. Let's take a look at the rectangle Marquee Tool. They all basically have the same way when you're using it. It's just different shapes. So how do we do that? We pick our layer 1, and yeah, it is very important to pick the right layer. For example, if you have like 10 layers here and you're working on you are thinking that you're working on the first layer, but here is selected layer number 5, it means that you're not going to select nothing. You'll have to go back to the layer number 1 and work with it. Yeah, so here, how this tool works. You click on any place on your picture, you click, you hold, and you drag the frame. Let me choose this one. Yeah, and then you release. And that's how we selected, sorry, this leaf in our picture. Now we need to go back to our move tool. We can do it with key on your keyboard, V. 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 V for the move tool. And now this is where layers are very important. As you can see, when we put our cursor to the selected area, the cursor changes. It becomes like a dark triangle with scissors, and it means that we can move and cut out this part of the picture. I click and I start to move it. And now I can basically move it to any part in this picture. But if I will click enter, or if I will be like satisfied with these changes and I will click like deselect this part, it means that the changes will be like that. And if you don't like that, you have to open the picture again or undo this step. But if you just want this part to be selected and you want to work with it, you have to press Ctrl+C, Ctrl+C, Ctrl+V. Like this combination, I think, is used in most of the projects. It's copy and paste. Ctrl+C, and then we straight click Ctrl+V. It looks like there are no changes here, but on the layer panel, we can see that the layer number 2 appeared. We'll hide layer number 1, and now we can see that our leaf is right here, and we can work with it. Yeah, you can see. And if we wouldn't be able to do this thing if we would save changes straight on the layer number 1. That's why layers are very important. Let me delete it. And this is the Marquee Tool. That's how it works. There is also the Elliptical Marquee Tool. You can choose the round shape, and it works exactly in the same way. V, back to the move tool, and here you can do whatever you want with this area selected. By the way, if you want to deselect the area which you selected, there is a combination called Ctrl+D. Ctrl+D. A. Yeah. Ctrl+D, and the area will be deselected. Yeah. The next selection tool, it's called Lasso tool. It's straight under the Marquee tool. We can click, and here we straight have one type of lasso, but there are 3 types of lasso. We'll click with the right key of our mouse, and here you see lasso tool, polygonal lasso tool, and magnetic lasso tool. I will tell you straight that these 2, the polygonal and magnetic lassos, they are used a lot in the Photoshop, in the design, but I wouldn't say so about the basic lasso, and I will show you why. Oh, let's choose it. The first one, the basic one. And now what you have, how does it work? You click in any part or close with the picture, with the part which you want to select, and then you click and you start to draw the line. You draw the line. And then you have to come back to the part, to the place where you started, and then you release. And this tool selects area, but it's almost the same as the Marquee Tool, but it just selects less of the background. And it's the same. You can move this part, you can do whatever you want with it. You can copy paste on the new layer. By the way, just Control C. I'm also writing down you hotkeys in our chat, just for you to remember what we've talked about today. So we tried simple lasso. Now let's take a look at the polygonal lasso. This one works a bit different. Here you don't have to click and draw the line. Here you have to make clicks. Let's say so. We click somewhere, and now there is a line, and it's always straight. And with this line, you start to draw. By clicking on your picture, you start to draw line, and it will select you the object that you want to be selected. And here you can, or you can bring your mouse to where you started, or you can just click twice and your line will be circled. This one is good when you when you're working with the straight lines and you have to select like the perfect square or wherever. Yeah, and Control D to deselect. And then we'll try the magnetic lasso tool. Magnetic lasso tool is amazing one. It is suitable when there is a very good contrast between the two objects where you're selecting, or between the background and the object. By the way, Control plus, Control minus, Control plus, 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 minus. Okay. To scale the workspace. Wait, space. If you want to make your workspace bigger and you're working on some smaller parts, you can click Control plus, and it will become bigger. I just want to make this leaf a bit bigger. So how magnetic tool works? We click on any part of our object we want to select. We click, and then the tool starts to draw the line for us. It is very good. It's magnetic. It's like it makes little magnets right on the edge of the object you want to select. Just in a very rare moments, you can click yourself to add few dots. For example, the contrast between the background and the area you want to select is not very high, so you can add a few dots yourself and to select it. Sometimes we can also like do something like that, and we'll add some wrong dots which we don't need, and for that we can remove dots one by one by clicking delete. Delete. We click delete on our keyboard, and that's how it's going to remove the dots which you don't need. You can also do it by clicking escape, but if you'll click escape, all your dots will disappear. That's why it's better to use delete. It will just save your time and nerves, what is very important. And here, yeah, we need to come back to the dot where we started and click again. And now we have our perfect leaf. Select it, very good, very smoothly, and right on the silhouette of it. Yeah. Control D to deselect. Now also. Oh. Wait. Oh, okay. Yeah. Then there is also. Okay, guys. I will give you 5 minutes break for you to maybe drink some water, to I don't know, try. You can also like, especially if you never used Photoshop before, you can try a bit yourself in just 5 minutes. And then we will come back and we will go and start to use our selection tools. Yeah, in our work. So 5 minutes to all of you, and we are coming back. Guys, don't leave. It's just 5 minutes break for you to practice, to drink some water, and we'll start again. Okay, guys, let's come back to our work. 5 minutes passed. Yes, and tell me who practiced, who tried something, did it work? Everything is okay. I just want to make sure that you understand everything and you won't have problems with that. So everything will be cool and we all learn something. Yeah. Tell me how it is it going.
Yeah, hi. I try for a picture, with elephant picture. I cut for the ear part, but when selected, I don't know how to paste it. So I asked some friend there, and they replied to press V. So thank you, friends.
If you want to copy it on a new layer, like, okay, let me demonstrate you. If you want to copy it on a new layer, you need to let me see.
No, I mean I use the magnetic lasso tools,
Uh-huh.
and when the picture moving, and I don't know how to drag it.
How
Yes.
to drag it? You just click, you
Uh,
hold, and
uh,
then you drag. Wait. You click
and
on it
how
to hold it, and then you start to drag it. For example, I don't know, wherever. 1 second. Yeah. It doesn't matter which tool you select, it's all the same. You see here, you need to go back to the Move tool. You can do it by or clicking here or press V. So your mouse, your cursor will change. And now, yes, you probably didn't do that. And now you can go back to the area selected. You see your cursor changed again. Now it's like little triangle with scissors. And now if you click on the selected area and you drag it, you can start to move it.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. Yeah.
Can I know how can we put the image back to the original place?
Control Z. Control Z.
Because that was back one step.
Let me see, like, because it's a new version, I think that something changed, and now Control Z, like, let me do something. Enter, let me just like do something here. It depends on the version of your Photoshop, because here Control Z, I think it's because it's Photoshop 2020. Here you can use Control Z to deselect a lot of steps. But as far as I remember, on the previous versions, Shift plus Control plus Z, it will help you to deselect more than one step. Or here in Edit, in this part, in Edit, these two things, undo move and redo. Yes, you see, Shift Control plus Z. This one will help you to undo more than several steps. But here you have to go like that, like that. Here you need to make more moves. But if you know the hotkeys, it's Shift Control plus Z. I'll write it. Shift plus Control plus Z. Yeah. So, did I send you the link to download pictures? Yeah, I sent it to you. Did you got pictures? Everything is okay?
Yes.
Okay, that's cool. Any other question? Okay, if you have no questions, then we will move to our task. So our task is to create this kind of sketch. And for this sketch, we need several pictures. I will save this one as an example. I'll open it here. Yeah, I'll open it here. And now we need to open all pictures which we'll need for the work. We'll go open and files for the example. And here I will just pick all pictures because we will need all of them. Here, sorry, my computer is in Russian, but here it will be written open. Yeah. So, yeah, here it is. So as you can see here, when you open more than, I don't know, several 5 pictures, it's like a browser. You need to move to get to the first slide. And for that, you can see that here appeared 2 arrows. You click on them, and it will show you the names of all slides of all pictures which we opened. Our was fashion, so we click on it, we go back to it. And now we just need to move and drag all pictures which we want on our screen. So this one. Okay, here we have all of them. And for now, let's close all these pictures, especially these ones. And the background we can also close. So for now, let's work just with the body of our model. Remember that we need a head, we need 2 hands, and we need legs. They're not very visible here, but we'll need them just to show that there is a leg there. And it's not like something else, it is a human being. So let's just start from any picture. This one, we need this hand. So we need to make it bigger. Control T, we'll make it bigger. Enter, and then we want to move closer to this hand, so we click Ctrl+. Yeah, and for this particular hand, I will use Polygonal Lasso tool because maybe it's not very visible on the screen, but here I can see that there are a lot of pixels around the hand. So if I would use Magnetic tool, it won't be very good. Plus, the color of the background is very, very close to the color of the hand. So to my mind, it's better to use Polygonal Lasso here. So I start from here and I will just go by clicking and selecting the hand. Here, right now, I'm not super accurate with the selecting the hand and maybe some other parts of this future sketch, but I hope you guys will have more time for you to practice and to select it a bit more accurate that I'm doing right now. Sorry, but we don't have much time for us to... by the way, here, the same as with Magnetic tool, you can also use delete to undo one step. For example, I'm clicking delete right now, click, and I'm going one step back. Click 2 times, yeah, and here we have our hand. Wait. Oh my God. Oh my God. Sorry, I'll select it. Thanks God, it's saved. Okay, Control C to copy and Control V to paste. So we'll close this one. The original picture. Original picture will delete, we don't need it anymore. And now let's take a look at the legs. Oh my God, sorry, just little habits. Control T to transform it, make it bigger. And here we can easily use the Magnetic Lasso tool because here there is a very high contrast and color difference between the skin tone and the bed sheet. So we just click. And select it 2 times. Yeah, as you remember, here we don't see the feet of our girl, so we don't have to be really accurate with the feet. We just need this part. And I'll be good just with one leg. Ctrl-C to copy, Ctrl-V to paste. Ctrl-V. Oi. My God, it's a bit slow. Now it's good. Again, we can delete that picture. We have a leg. Now we need second hand. Okay, enter. Move closer. And here you can also probably see that there are pixels here, but here there is a contrast between the background and the skin. So I think that magnetic tool is also good for this part. So we're just selecting the hand, marking some parts. No. Okay. V. Back to the move tool. Don't forget, every time after you selected a picture and you want to start to copy, paste it, or move it wherever, go back to the move tool. If you're not coming back to the move tool, like nothing is gonna work. Copy and paste it. Yeah, we have our hand. Great. Delete the last picture. And now we need to get the head of this girl. Enter. So here I think we also will use the magnetic tool. I've tried and it works good here. So we'll start from the neck. Trying to be a bit more accurate here. Yeah. You see now that probably still magnetic tool is not the best idea for this picture because pixels doesn't make the work with the magnetic tool easier. And also sometimes pay attention while you're selecting picture, pay attention to on which layer you're selecting picture. Because for example, sometimes you're selecting one part, but you are doing that on the wrong layer. And this can also cause not very good selection. So pay attention before doing something. And also another very important thing that for all tools, there is a special menu which adjusts according to the tool you selected. For example, if I would choose brush tool, this bar, this one, this horizontal one, will be changed according to the tool. Right now, for us, are important these 4 keys. Normally, when you just downloaded Photoshop and open it, you have this one automatically turned on. These 2, the second and the third one, are normally used in work. This one is good when you selected something, but you want to add another selected part. So you click there, and the part that you selected will be added to the thing which you already selected. And the third one will help us to subtract something from the thing which we selected. For example, right now here we'll have to use it. You see how our cursor changed. If we'll pick here, if we'll pick second one, the cursor will look like that with plus. And if we'll pick the third one, the cursor will be like a magnetic tool lasso, but with minus. And we need to deselect this part here. So it works just in the same way. It's just the different effect of it. Yeah. So we deselected this part. Go back to the Move tool, click here, and Control C, Control C, Control V. We delete the original part, and now we have our hand here. It looks probably very strange and very, I don't know, strange when you see like the body parts here, but it's okay, it's okay, you will get used to that. Now we need to work on our shoes for our girl. And for that, we need this picture. Yeah, we'll also make it bigger. Big enough. And here, the Polygonal Lasso tool is very good one. We select it, and we select just these areas. Yeah, I normally choose until this part. Yeah, this one, the first one, also click, Control C, Control V. We have it here, close it for now. And then let's also pick the second one. Op, op, op. Okay. So, and we can delete the original image. So now we have our shoes, but as you remember, in our original picture, here you can see that I've tried to imitate the bottom of the shoes, like this rough structure. And to do that, we can easily use our rectangle Marquee Tool. So we'll just make some squares and we'll be good with that. Yeah, let's just mark here. Like with these things, you don't have to be like very strict. Because, I don't know, to my mind, it's an art, and just express yourself, just be free. Yeah. It's not a big deal if the squares are not even. It's okay, don't worry about that. So, and now we click delete, but you will see that just in one shoe, the squares were deleted. It's because we are in layer 13, and layer 13 is this shoe. And now if we'll move to layer 12, delete, it will be deleted from the second shoe, and the third and the number 13 is not going to be changed. So pay attention. Control D to deselect, and now we can start to try to make a pose for our girl. Let's put our shoes down and let's make them a bit smaller. Right now, while you're watching this tutorial, how to make this collage, you can also start to think about your idea of what you would like to make for this task. So, and now we'll put the leg, we'll make it smaller, Control T, we'll make it a bit smaller, and we'll put it right here, like we're putting leg in the shoe. Maybe make it a bit, rotate it a bit. Yeah, and now we will need to make a second one. For that, we need to duplicate the layer. Otherwise, we can go back to that picture, select it one more time, and add it. But it takes too much time, too many actions. We can just duplicate the layer. And for that, there are two ways of duplicating the layer. First of all, this leg is on the layer number 9. We can click on it with the right key of our mouse and go up on the menu and click on duplicate layer. We click, layer 9 copy, yes, okay. And now we have copy of the layer number 9. It's located right at the same place as the first leg. It is here. But there is a second way of making the copy of the layer. What we need to do? We need to click on our leg and hold the Alt key. We click, we hold the Alt. We click and we hold the Alt key. And here we have our copy. This is the same way as you would duplicate the layer. So you can pick the one which is more suitable for you, which you like most, and then you can use it. And now we also need to mirror our leg. And for that, we'll go to Edit, Transform, Flip Horizontal. And now it will be turned, and we can paste it right here. Okay, good? Good, you got it? Okay. So let's take a look at our picture again. We need to move our hands and our face there. So for that, we need to move our head, make our head smaller. Remember the works of John Goodman. Proportions is not a big deal. Enter. It's good like that. Then these ones also need to make a bit smaller. I will send you all the works of John and also my examples for you to get the inspiration. So this one we also will need to transform and flip horizontal. Control T to transform it and make it a bit smaller. Enter. And now we have 2 last steps, and then you can practice yourself. I promise you guys. So this is the fabric which we'll use for making our outfit. We rotate it and we make it bigger, but as you can see, while we made it bigger, it covered all our body. That's not good. That's not good. For that, to see the body and the pose, how we did put it, we need to go back to the layer panel. And here you can see, like right next to the lock, there is option fill 100%, and there is opacity 100%. Here we need to lower the opacity on around 30. So we could still see the picture. We making a bit transparent, and it won't disappear completely. So we would see how, because maybe we want to move it a bit higher or want to move it a bit in a different way. Because here, for example, I can straight see like the outfit, how it looks like. I see like the overall, the top, the waist, the pants, and maybe when you will work on your own piece of art, you will do something in the same way. So let me take a look at it again. Okay, and right now we will use Polygonal Lasso tool to create our outfit. For that, we pick the layer number 6, and then we start to draw our outfit. Yeah. Yeah, guys, like don't be afraid to create something strange and weird, because sometimes the beauty is exactly in this kind of things. So be completely free and don't think too much. Just try to make something cool. And you can see that here, the hand is on the top of our outfit. So what we need to do, we need to move it a bit at the bottom, under the layer number 14. And it will be like under the clothes. So here we have it. This is our outfit. This is our shoes. We can, by the way, we can delete layer number 6. And the only thing we have the rest is our background. So we have to make this background bigger. Control T. Yeah, and just make it as big as you want it to be. And why I like horizontal pictures for the background is because you can move them and see the best location for your sketch. Yeah, for example, no, I like this one. No, this one. Yeah, this one will be good. And now the only thing we still have to do is to save our artwork. Yeah, I'm satisfied with the result. And then we need to go to File, Save As. I advise you to save in 2 formats. That's how I do most of the time. So firstly, you save in Adobe Photoshop in PSD format, and let's give it a name. I don't know, something like that. I would say that there are 3 types of formats which you normally use. The first and the basic one is PSD, is the Photoshop file. So you can, if you're saving in this format, you can, well, when you will open again this format in Photoshop, you can still make some changes in your work. And even in if you put it in other computers where there is a Photoshop, you can also do some changes there. But if you will save in other format, for example, JPEG, your picture will be saved as an image, so you won't be able to make any changes there. It will be like already fully done image, like I showed you before. Or there is another format, PNG. It's also a very good format. It's normally save pictures without a background. I will show you later how it works. And for now, we basically need 2 formats. One is PSD. We click Save. Here it's supposed to be Save. Okay. It is saving. And now we need to go to File, Save As, and now we save in JPEG. you see that all these pictures, they appeared because they're also in JPEG format. And I click Save. Here you can select like quality of your image. Like for example, if you want it to be the best quality, you can put 12, but it's like the quality of your picture will depend on the, like the size of your image will depend on the quality. So for example, if you make it like, let's say 8, how it was before, it will be 1 megabyte. But if you will make it like 12, it will be 3 and 6 megabytes. So you can check what is better for you. Click OK. And now we can open this picture right here. So that's what we've made today. It is very easy type of the collage for you all. And now I want you guys to find your own idea. You can start it right now because maybe you would get some questions because we almost didn't practice today. So I want you to start. I want you to get your idea, and please use the pictures that I did send to you in the cloud. And remember what we did today. We opened the file, we learned how to open the images there, how to scale, how to rotate, how to flip horizontal. That's what we also learned, to mirror your picture. Then we also learned how to work with layers, how to hide them, how to change their opacity, how to make them a bit transparent, how to make new layers. And of course, we learned a lot of hotkeys. And the most important thing, we learned 2 new tools, the Marquee Tool, and we also learned Lasso tools, all of them. So I want you right now to practice, to make your own sketch. And the ones who never used Photoshop before, I want you to make at least 1 sketch on any topic you want. It doesn't matter. And the ones who already know how to use Photoshop and have experience of using it, I want you to make 2, at least 2 pictures. And yeah, start right now. And if you have, can we take pictures from the internet? Of course you can take pictures from the internet. Yeah, it's completely free. I just sent it to you pictures to as an examples. If you cannot find something there, it's okay. So I'm here. We still have 20 minutes, guys, and I'm ready to ask to all your questions. And I want you to start right now. Maybe you want to share some of your ideas with me or something else. Yeah. By the way, yeah, the ones who already know how to use Photoshop, I want to see your artworks right now before the class will finish. And another one as a homework. And the ones who never used Photoshop before, take your time, try to understand everything, ask your questions, and yeah, I'm here for you.
Kudas?
And I will also send you right now the examples of John Goodman, of her artworks. I find them really, really impressive. I think you already got that. And yeah, ask me everything. Okay. Yeah, so guys, tell me, did you understood everything? Do you need me to repeat something for you? You can also write down something, it's also okay. It's also fine. And I just, did I do that? Yeah, I did that. In our WhatsApp chat, uh, I sent it to you the link for the works, and you can take a look at them to get some inspiration. It's clear. Okay. Okay, cool. Mhm. Okay. I will also make you a Word file where you will find all hotkey combinations for you all, just for you to remember and not to lose it, because it is really, really important.
Mhm. Mhm.
Still trying to understand or trying to create something. Okay, I also had made the I also had made Word file for you guys. I also sent it in WhatsApp. This is the file with all hotkeys of the first lesson. Okay. Where should I share the artwork? You can send it to the WhatsApp group. Yeah, by the way, all your homeworks you can send to WhatsApp group. And I don't know, but if you feel that it's not done yet and you want to make some changes, you can send it to me personally. We'll make some changes together, and then you can share it with everyone. Yeah, in our group chat. Are you already finished, Nadia?
Yes, just one. Oh, wait.
Okay, okay. That's cool. So Nadia, I'm waiting 2 works from you at least, if you're so fast. Try to make them in a different way. For example, there is one when you select, for example, like a flower, and you copy paste this flower a lot, and you'll get a dress. This is one of the ways. And another way is to take a piece of fabric, a piece of I don't know, wherever, waves, ocean waves, for example, and cut out the outfit from there, like I did with the fabric, for example. Try to find the outfit there and cut it out. Yeah. And let's see what you will get. That's interesting. That's cool. And if you will put like some idea there or some topic there, it will be even more cool. Oh. Oh, this is a cool one. Nadia, you sent it to me, right? Oh, it looks really cool. I like it. You did great. Wait. Yeah, it's a bit simple and wait, let me save it. Okay, it is simple, but it looks really cool. I really like how you use the pattern on the dress. It looks really nice. I like it. Let me see. Let's take a look all together at this picture. Yeah, we still have like few minutes before we'll finish. And I really like how you use the background. It's really nice. And the mask, yeah, it's really cool. It's like such a modern accessory of today. But maybe you could remove these parts, how it's called, like the rubbers, I guess it's called like that. The lines, yeah, from the face, and put it a bit more straight, maybe a bit more bigger. If you know how to use Photoshop, you probably could use, like these transformation tools where you can make it looks like she really wore it. Yeah, but still, it looks nice.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, and this one, like here on the leg, yeah, I see that you didn't finish the selection here. Like you could also make it a bit more clean and deselect this part from the legs. Yeah, but still it looks cool. I really like it. The first one and very nice one. But I'm still waiting the second picture from you. You are so fast. One more, please. Yeah. Try to make, wait, let me show you. Let me show you. Yeah, because you did exactly as John Goodman did. You took like the texture and you cut it out the dress from there. But you could do also something like that. Oh wait, I don't think that you see. But you could also do something like that, like I showed you before. Something like that, like to use the actual pictures of drawings. For example, flower as the back of the dress and the head of the bird as the top of the dress. Yeah, so I want you to do something like that, please. And you'll be cool. So it's the end for today, guys. I hope you enjoyed the first class, even the ones who already know Photoshop. I hope you learned something new for you, at least new hotkeys or how to open file, like at least something. Yeah, because yeah, later will be more, I promise you. We'll have more good and interesting tasks. I'm waiting for your homeworks. Don't forget the ones who experienced 1, 2, and for beginners, just 1 is enough. Yeah, so good luck for you all. Don't hesitate to ask your questions to me and see all of you on Monday. Good luck. Take care, guys. Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Bye-bye. Bye.
Bye.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye bye.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you.